Hi, I'm Scott Lehman, the Community Relations Specialist with the Roanoke Police Department. We're here today to talk about fallback safety. Now, that sounds a little weird, but we'll get to kind of what we're talking about in just a minute. With me is Sergeant Rob McNiff. He's one of the traffic fatality investigators. I know, Sergeant McNiff, that's training you never really want to use, but unfortunately, sometimes that happens. And sometimes right around the change of environment is when more crashes are likely to happen. We're talking rain, and when we fall back in the fall, when we turn our clocks back, there's a change in environment. So, I might be out at 6:30, 7 o'clock when normally it's daylight. Now it's dark. So talk about that.
Well, when the change of environment, people are used to coming out and it's daylight, nothing's going on, and then all of a sudden they come out to work and it's dark. So that's also a change. So especially at dusk and in dawn, the sky is brighter than the pavement itself. So the eye likes to focus what's going around on the sky versus going on what's around them.
And that comes into play because right around dusk, more people are out because usually our activities don't really change that much due to not being dark or daylight outside, because it's still the same time. So people are still engaging those similar activities even though now it's dusk, which plays into visibility.
Correct. At 5:30 people are still going home. Unfortunately, it's darker, so people are just not aware of their surroundings sometimes.
And let's talk safety tips. Drivers, one thing is to definitely eliminate the distractions, because you want to see what's going on. You want to see if a pedestrian walks out in front of you, bicyclists, stuff like that. So what do drivers need to do?
Drivers need to pay attention to the surroundings. Being that it is darker, they just need to pay more attention to what's going on, especially on their side, especially with the use of bicycles and walkers more so than before. So at that point in time, they just need to keep their head on the swivel.
And with pedestrians, what should they wear?
My suggestion would be for pedestrians and bicyclists to be wearing bright colored clothing, lights on their bicycles, and safety equipment like that.
Another thing that people might not think about is the shadows at night, at dusk. Shadows as far as if you're underneath some trees going to cross out into the street, maybe even the light from a telephone pole. If you're kind of unknowingly following, you're in the shadow of a utility pole. What type of how does that play into this?
Well, usually when at night, people are in between like the telephone pole and the cars, and the driver's looking directly at what's ahead of them. They're not looking directly at what could pop out right in front of them in an instant.
Well, hey, thanks for this. We greatly appreciate it, all these tips. And let's make it all safe as we fall back and, we start losing some daylight from now until luckily the days start getting longer after Christmas, of course. So let's just all practice safety. No distracted driving, right? And, if you're out walking around, make sure and wear that bright clothing and reflectors and everything that the law requires for bicyclists. Thanks.